A shipper in Texas literally rips a hole in the side of my trailer. On this episode of
the Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker Channel. Alright, I had my load of kitty litter that I picked up in Colony, Wyoming. That was after I delivered, what was that? I delivered that stuff in Rapid City that I picked up in Bolingbrook, Illinois. I talked about in the last video. Picked up the kitty litter coming down to the Walmart distribution center in Sanger, Texas. Delivered that this morning. Today, Wednesday, the 20th of December. And I was saying in the last video, I'm going to try to work my way so I can get back home. Did go ahead and book a cereal load that picks up Saturday in Northfield, Minnesota, going to Cheyenne for a Tuesday afternoon delivery, day after Christmas. So that'll get me through the house. So I'll actually be sitting on a load going through the house for Christmas, which will be fine. So at least that keeps me paid during that part, which is nice. It's just I have to sit on it an extra day, essentially, is what's happening. So then I had to fill a hole then between my delivery in Sanger, Texas this morning and Northfield, Minnesota. I had to try to find something getting me up that direction. And then I did book one through Coyote, actually for a decent rate. Also, everything else out of Texas was paying like $1.17, $1.20 a mile at best. So I got one paying about $2 a mile again, going up to Benson, Minnesota. And I'm picking up here at this place called Molded Fiberglass Company. And apparently they make hoods for trucks. Look at this picture here. Yeah, it looks like hoods for big trucks. I also see some like hood unit, looks like for like riding lawnmowers or small tractors. And then I looked to my left after I got parked over here where the guy told me to wait. And they even do the giant windmill blades. Look at this. Yeah, so here I am in Gainesville, Texas. You can see here's one of those giant windmill blades. If you've ever wondered how big they are, I'm standing under the top edge of this thing. Pretty giant. So they are huge. A lot of times you can see them going down the road on oversized load trucks. Pretty interesting. So obviously some of the different things they make here. So I thought I'd take some video of that while I come back and get my trailer doors open. So when they come out and say, go to this door or that door, I'll be all ready to go. Inside of the trailer. Lock her into place. And Walmart didn't trash it out too bad, believe it or not. Alright, hopefully they won't make me wait too long before they get me loaded. I got here at 11:30 and of course they were all at lunch. So I had to wait, and now we're still waiting. Oh, look, you can see Rusty up there in the mirror looking back. It's funny how he knows to look in the back of the mirror to see us up here. See, there he is. There's Rusty. How you doing, Rusty? Rusty! They came and got that CFI truck that's over there on the dock right now first, but he had been here first, so hopefully they'll be coming to get me soon. And we can get on over there and get loaded and slide on up the road, because this one delivers 7 a.m. up in Minnesota. And I didn't even finish my thought. Yeah, 7 a.m. Friday morning. Today's Wednesday. But it's like 800 and some odd miles, 900 miles. So I got to try to make it a little bit up the road today, and then we'll finish it out. Try to, and then do most of the drive tomorrow, and then finish it Friday morning. All right, the guy on the forklift just came by and told me that the CFI red truck's about to pull out, and we can pull in that same dock here in just a minute. And of course, Rusty has to bark his head off at everybody, right? Silly doggy. Silly doggy! Well, they're loading me, and I heard a big scrape. And then I see something sticking out my trailer. They just tore a big freaking hole in the side of my trailer. Assholes! Okay, look at this. Giant hole in the side of the trailer. Wasn't there before. Yeah, what the hell were they doing? So I went inside and told them, "Yay, what the heck are you doing?" And look, you can see it from the inside. Daylight coming in. Alright, so I just ran inside there and said, "What the F are you guys doing? Stop! You're tearing up my trailer." "Oh, we are? So I said, "Look, I'll show you." He said, "Well, can you show me?" "I'll show you." Hole this long, big, in the side of a wall of my trailer. And you can see where they pushed and it dented out a little bit too before they tore the hole in it. So, you know, when I said, "Look, what the hell are you guys doing?" And I showed the other guy and he said, "Oh, well, I'm doing the right side, the other guy's doing the left side. So it wasn't me." And I said, "I don't care. I own this trailer." And he says, "Look, well, you know, I don't like the way you're talking to me right now." And I said, "I don't like the way you're tearing up my equipment. Please." I said, "I'm sorry I'm a little hot, but you're screwing my stuff up." My God. Don't screw up my stuff and maybe I won't get upset. What do you think? So they pulled out the supervisor or talked to him and supposedly we're going to get some information. Alright, here's some pictures. Look, you can see where they kind of dented the whole thing out a little bit as they were scraping it in and then tore the hole. There's the hole again. Another view of the hole. Another view of the hole. Tell you. And then as I'm after I fueled in Petro in Oklahoma City, look, this truck in the left lane, he's merging into the right. Right as I'm trying to merge back onto the highway, he pushes me into the wall. You don't see me? Hello! Well, you know, that pretty much blew. And then, of course, you know, the supervisor came out, HR came out, blah, blah, blah. They escorted me back to the office so I could write out a description of what happened and everything, which I did. And I gave all the exact details, the exact time, what had happened, how, you know, Joe Forklift, the first guy, was mad that I was a little upset. And Joe Forklift, the second guy who did the damage. And anyway, so I wrote it all out. Took pictures. Of course, they took pictures. So supposedly this is going to be taken care of. So we can only hope so. I deliver Friday morning at 7 a.m. This is going to be a real tight run. But then I don't have anything until Saturday when I pick up the cereal to take me back to Cheyenne for Christmas, so I can be home over Christmas. But so now I have to spend Friday, where I did find a coolant leak I have that I was going to try to get taken care of that day. Well, now I got to deal with the trailer, because Post is real picky about the trailers. You can't have any holes, blah blah blah. And this is a big hole. Why I oughta. So. Of course, they don't want to go through insurance, which I get. And if I can find a shop on Friday, they'll at least give an estimate, and if nothing else, and maybe even fix it. It shouldn't take that long, but they're going to have to put like an extra, you know, metal skin on the inside, fill the hole from the outside, put a metal skin on that side, and then probably rivet it all in, put some caulk around it, whatever, to fix it. You know, it's probably going to take 2 hours at least worth of labor to do that. You know, so. Yeah, it could be $600, could be $1,000, could be $2,000. I don't know. But thank God I'm not going to be the one paying for it. But, you know, this is not like I'm not like at least under a big company where I can just bring it back to the company. Oh, fix it on your own time. Give me a different trailer. This is my trailer. So hopefully, since I do have extra time to play with on Friday, maybe I can get that fixed. What do you think? Alright, so here I am parked in Orlando, Oklahoma. Who knew? Yep. North of Oklahoma City. Barely made it in here in time. Ran my clock out. 724, a lot of miles. Look, right here. Yeah, ran my butt off today because I had to drive through the night now because the last one, picking up so late in the afternoon in Colony, Wyoming, I made it down to York, Nebraska. Took one longer break, started driving late last night, went all the way down to the delivery, back up to the pickup, delivery in Sanger, Texas, back up to the pickup there in Gainesville, only 20 miles away, where they tore open the trailer. And now I am here up. I drove about 2.5 hours, a little more than that, back up here. And I've got, what have I got? 687 miles to drive tomorrow, which will get me to Watertown, South Dakota. and I'll have about an hour and 45 minutes left for Friday morning. So this is tight running, hard running, but trying to make the money again before Christmas. And then once I pick up the cereal load, that carries me over Christmas. And then I did already book another load, as there was one I was looking at, of course, by the time I got back from the office and dealing with the supervisor and all that. Well, that one was gone. So I got a Ryan load, Ryan Transportation, that's going to be picking up Tuesday after I deliver in Cheyenne at the Walmart Distribution Center that afternoon. Then I'm going to go down to Fort Collins at the Budweiser. I hate that place. I hate it. But because it's going up to Miles City, Montana, where nobody wants to go, I got a good rate out of it. Again, about $2 a mile. I'm trying to stay, if I can keep hanging around that $2 a mile mark, I make some money and I can bring money home to the family and all that, and hopefully keep the maintenance and repairs down. So that's Tuesday night. I'm going to pick that up, deliver next morning Wednesday up there, and then I'll be pretty close to Colony, Wyoming again for the kitty litter. So we might just do that again. What do you think? Okay, so now here we are on Friday. I was trying to get this video all edited the other night, and I was too tired, and I needed to go to bed before I could get it done. So now here it is, Friday the 22nd. I've delivered my tractor hoods in Benson. I've got some video of that, so you can see that too. But look at this. This started yesterday when I was just north of Omaha, fog. I had to drive through it all last night, slowed me down, had to use the adverse conditions and everything to make it all the way there. And it was supposed to be gone by like noon today. Well, it's 1:34. And look at this. Still super foggy out there. I'm trying to make my way to Coldwater, Clearwater, whatever, Minnesota, to see if I can get the trailer fixed. I stopped in Council Bluffs, Iowa. I've got another issue with my boot on that side. I had to pick that up. I've got coolant leak I've been talking about in the previous video, because they did not use the right little hose pieces when they initially did the water pump, so they reused the ones that they put on in Evansville, blah blah blah. Anyway, I've got those. See if I can get that done this afternoon. I'm not sure I'll have time.
Dota 23 is closed. Switching to a new route.
Oh,
Dota 23.
Of course, now Garmin's telling me the road I'm on is closed. Gotta love it. I don't think it is. It looks like there's construction up ahead, but wow, I'll tell you. But look at this fog. This is, like I say, 1:35 on Friday, and it looks like it's like dusk or something. All right, this looks interesting. So we're going off to the side here. All right. Pretty strange. All right, well, hopefully I'll be able to get all this thing edited tonight, and we'll see what happens there. Okay, so yeah, I did get into Blaine's Brothers. First off, let me show you the video I took when I was getting unloaded today of those tractor hoods and the tractors and the combines and all this. So here are the cabs for these case-high combines. See, I've got some right here in front of me. And I'm bringing them the hoods. Yeah, there's what I brought them, the little hoods that go on the front of those combines. See, like you can see some of them over there, the little hood parts. That's what I brought them. Yeah, so after unloading, then you just saw the previous video where I was driving through all the fog, made it over here to Clearwater, and checked in at Blaine Brothers. I'm going to put a picture up here of that. I had been here once before, right after I did my initial remodel, and I was having the leak issues, and I had them try to get up there and put some caulk or something up there against the cab. Of course, ultimately, if you followed my videos, you know I had to end up building the wedge, put this gasket in there that John Holgren recommended, and that finally took care of all the leak issues. Plus, Connie and some other people recommended that marine sealant. That all seemed to help too. So that fixed all my leaking issues. But I guess you can say a good thing because of all that is I knew about this place. They're kind of off a street right behind the Petro in Clearwater, Minnesota. And they've got a dedicated trailer shop side and a dedicated truck shop side. Well, I needed to get the trailer repaired, and I, as I mentioned earlier, had the little correct silicone little boots that go hoses around with the water pump and all that they did not use. They didn't use the original ones initially. I had to have those replaced in Evansville months ago. If you followed me, you know that. But they just had to use what they had, and it wasn't actually the correct ones, and that started leaking. And that's been my coolant leak for the past couple of weeks. I knew if I didn't replace that soon, I'd be on the side of the road, and that sucks. So the nice thing is I was able to drop the trailer. They pulled it into the shop, and so they were working on the trailer simultaneously while they're working on the truck. And of course, I had to have them do 2 invoices because I was trying to make this molded fiberglass company of Texas pay for the trailer repair. They did finally, it just took a long time to get them to pay. I got some video here real quick of showing as they're halfway through the repair job of the trailer. Okay, you can see that I've already got it banged all back into place, sanded around there, so they're ready to patch it up. And then here's a picture of when it was done, of what they did. And once everything was already paid and all that, then I finally was able to come over. I had to clean out the trailer to go pick up the Post cereal, because Post is really, really picky. Has to be completely clean. No dirt, no anything, no water. And they don't want to see any holes or anything. That's why I knew I had to get this repaired before I showed up there tomorrow to pick up my load. But yeah, it looks like they did a really good job of the repair, and they didn't charge a lot. I was expecting that repair to be about $600 or more. And they only charged $271. So that's all that the fiberglass molding, blah, 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 whatever they are in Texas. I'll pull up their name here so I don't rag on them too much. Molded Fiberglass Company of Texas in Gainesville, Texas had to pay. It just took them a while because being Friday right before Christmas, late afternoon, for the supervisor I talked to, Justin, had to try to track down his boss to get this approved, and there was a lot of standing around and waiting. I was getting a little irritated, but they finally did come through and pay for it. So overall, I gotta say, Molded Fiberglass Company of Texas, you did step up and you did pay for the repair you caused. It's just, of course, who lost in the whole process? The driver. I had to waste my time to do all that. I had just put on some Gorilla Tape, the waterproof Gorilla Tape yesterday, thank God, before I drove through all the rain, to keep the rain out from inside of the trailer. But Molded Fiberglass Company did come through. All right, so got the so as soon as they were done, hooked up to the trailer, got the trailer all cleaned out, got parked, and finally went in and got a shower. Oh, I feel like a different person. So now I go pick up the cereal tomorrow in Northfield, Minnesota, which then gets me back to Cheyenne. It doesn't deliver until Tuesday, the day after Christmas, at 2:10 p.m. Walmart always likes to have weird times. Not 2:30, but 2:10. Right, whatever. So, but anyway, that gets me a load through the house, holds it over Christmas, and at least that one pays really well. Now the load I was going to be picking up, I was going to pick up beer in Fort Collins, going up to Miles City, Montana. I mentioned about that earlier. Well, that load got canceled. Okay, technically not canceled, but they moved it off till picking up till Wednesday. But then I wouldn't be able to deliver till Thursday. I had already booked the kitty litter from Colony on Wednesday, going to Menominee, Wisconsin, for Friday, so I could pick up another cereal load, getting me back to Cheyenne for Monday the 1st. Well, now I'm kind of without that one, and that's going to be a mystery. What are we going to do? So, meanwhile, at least, you know, they damaged the trailer, but they paid for the repair of the trailer just 2 days later, and we got that done. I was able to get the coolant leak now taken care of with the correct little hose pieces for that water pump, which probably should have been done in the first place months ago in Joplin, but all right, that's a whole other thing. At least it's done now, so now I won't be breaking down on the road on the way home. What do you think? And then got those other loads booked for after Christmas, and maybe I can fill that hole next week. I doubt it, being the day after Christmas, but you know, I'll certainly try. Anyways, and a lignite load popped up again, believe it or not. I thought those were gone forever, but one popped up for Tuesday, the day after I deliver that cereal load that puts me home on the Monday the 1st of January. So that'll push me back to Wisconsin again. Maybe the lignite will come back again and I can start doing that whole loop that I've been doing off and on for the past few months. We can only hope, baby. All right, I know this one was pretty long, but it was actually was supposed to be just one video, and then I didn't get it all edited and uploaded, so now it's ended up being the equivalent of 2 videos all in one. So 2 for the price of 1. Ooh, baby. Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. I get to your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days or more because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram, Clutch Trucker on Twitter, X, whatever. Clutch Trucker 5 on TikTok, and as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Thank you, Rusty. Clutch and Rusty, out. Here you go, Francis. Merry Christmas. Is it a choo-choo? No, it's not a choo-choo. It's 5 pounds of veal. But, Daddy, I wanted a choo-choo. Well, then get a job and go buy yourself a choo-choo. All right, is there something you want? Is it bacon strips? Is that what it is? All right, there you go. Oh, gotta go down and get it. One on the floor. Hurry, hurry. All right, you got it. Just little pieces tonight. Oh, found another piece. Oh, there you go. You're not even going over to your pet bed. You're just so after it tonight. Oh, happy dog. Happy dog. All right, one more little piece. Oh, I see a piece that dropped down there by your paw. Right down here. You get it? Alrighty.